Hi guys, this time we're here with the Mythos 2. This one doesn't power on, and the thing I noticed, when you put the switch on, you hear like a little twitching from the supply. You can hear the little twit, twit, twit. That means that it's falling into protection. It means that something after the supply or in the head is bringing the voltage to zero, so the power supply can't stay on. We're gonna shut it down. Wait a second, just so the electricity gets out, and we're gonna unplug, first of all, the lamp driver. Because you have your power supply here, there's a 400 volt DC output that feeds the lamp driver. So you're going to need to take that out just to make sure that it's not the lamp driver that's shorted out and bringing this to zero. So now that it's unplugged, we're going to try it again. Still doing the twitching thing. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug the output of the supply and go and measure it all by itself. So as you can see, we have the 28 volt DC, which means that the supply is working. So now what that means, it means that there's something in the head or the base, a card somewhere that's shorted out and it's bringing this to zero, because all by itself we can see we have the 28 volts. So I'm just gonna set you back a little, pull you right here so you can see the fixture itself, like this. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna plug back the power supply in, and I'm gonna start disconnecting stuff to find out which board is faulty. So I'm gonna put back the power on. And now we're gonna start. So I'm flicking the switch back on, still twitching. And now we're gonna look at these boards here. This is the power connector. So we unplug it, still twitching. We're gonna leave it like that. And we're gonna come and unplug the second one, which is here. Still twitching. So now we're gonna come to the pan and tilt board, which is right here. And if I can just get my hands in there. Oh! I can hear the fan starting. So it's powering up. And you can see blinking lights inside. You can see them flashing. And if I take that power again, stick it back in, I can just align it. See, the fixture went dead. Back on. So the pan and tilt board is defective somewhere. We're gonna have to replace it. We don't really have time to troubleshoot, and we rarely troubleshoot PC boards like these. So that's gonna be a part ordering. We're gonna order some parts to fix that. So this is how you troubleshoot power supplies. You measure them at first in circuit, and then you unplug the output of the supply and measure the supply all by itself. And we saw that you had the 28 volts. So it was when it was plugged in that something else was bringing the voltage down. So we found out by disconnecting, you know, driver cards and such, until we found the right one, which was the pan and tilt. And we could see that the display was lining up and the fixture was booting. So that's it. You unplug everything until the supply starts working again. If I had unplugged the output and see that the power supply was still at 0, then it meant that the power supply was really dead. But now, since it was at 0, unplugged, 28 volts came back, it means that something else somewhere is shorted out. So there you go. That was a little troubleshooting tip for Mythos. You can use that for Sharpies, for VLs, for any type of equipment. A power supply you always measure by itself, and then you verify that in circuit it's still working. If it's not working in circuit and it's working all by itself, it means there's something somewhere else. So alright, thanks for watching, so I'll see you guys later.